everyone, welcome back to another great episode of Raihana's Cuisines. Today we're going to be doing another instant pot recipe and I'm going to be making chili in there. It is going to be super amazing. If you want to learn how to make this and you want to know what ingredients I used, stay tuned. Let's go ahead and discuss all the ingredients. We're going to hit saute mode, and while that's warming up, we're just going to add about a tablespoon of oil. And this is extra virgin olive oil, and that just means that it's starting to start the sauteing process. So while that's coming up to temperature, I'm gonna put about one medium-sized onion in there. That's good enough. I just cut extra because I was gonna do another type of kebab that's gonna come up one of these days. So now you just want to saute this until the onion is translucent. Our onion is sauteing really nicely. It's become translucent, and in fact it's become a little bit brown on the edges, which is perfect. We'll go ahead and add our ginger and garlic in there because we want the flavors to really come out. Once we put that in there, at this time now I am going to add my chili powder in there because I want the chili powder to cook in the oil. Remember, the description of the recipe and the measurements will be in the description box below. That's cumin powder. That's lemon powder, lemon pepper, which is optional. And black pepper. All right, now we're just gonna give it a nice stir. Okay, at this point now, I am going to go ahead and add we're using 1 can of Rotel tomatoes. This is 10 ounces. This is also going to help us deglaze the bottom of the pan, see? Got tomato sauce. I'm gonna go ahead and add my ground beef in there. Now, by adding the sauces in there and then adding the ground beef, it's really going to help it not bind together. So we're gonna get a really nice, because of the liquid in there, we're gonna get a really nice smooth chili. So we're not gonna have lumps of meat. So it's still on saute and it's still gonna go. So at this point now, what I want to do is I want to add my beef bouillon in here. And I'm adding my bouillon in there is because the reason is because I don't have any beef stock ready. So just add the bouillon in there. And if you're using beef stock, then don't add the bouillon in there. Okay. So I'm just going to let this saute just for a little bit because I want it to just get a head start, cooking head start here. I'm adding fresh tomatoes to this to add some freshness to this chili. And I don't want pieces of my tomatoes showing in the chili. That's why I'm adding it right now, because I want it to break down a little bit. Now, if you see here, if we would have sauteed our ground beef when we did our onions, we would have put that in. It would have still left some clumps of ground beef in there. The liquid really helps to break down those lumps, and it's just going to give us a really nice, smooth chili. Now, we added, the canned tomato sauce. We added the bouillon. So this is the reason I am not adding any salt in it right now. We'll taste test in the end And if we need to, we'll add the salt then. Because the Rotel, the one that I added here, Rotel, it says no salt added. But I bought that just because I didn't want everything to get too salty, because I did use store-bought tomato sauce. Okay, so it's coming around really well. So at this time, I am just going to add a little bit of water in there, and we'll need this water because we want to make it so that when we close and pressurize our pressure cooker, we need enough liquid in there. So we're just gonna mix all this together. It's gotten a good head start. I can see that some of the ground beef is turning brown. So at this time, all right, so this time I'm going to add my chili beans in here, and I want you to see this. This is not just beans, it's in a sauce, like and I made this a couple times, this chili, and I really like using this. It adds a lot of flavor. Okay, now I have, so we're going to use 4 different types of beans. This is just one, and then let me put them all in, and then I'll show you in just a second. So we've got our pinto beans, red kidney beans, and I'm doing black beans as well. So 4 different types of beans go in here. Okay, this looks great. I think it's enough liquid in there, and we're way below our max line. See that? Our max line is here. We're way below that. That's perfect. I think we've got everything in. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put the lid on. All right. We're going to put it at sealing, the top here on sealing. And then we are going to pressure cook this on manual for 10 minutes. Now remember, because it's instant, we don't need for it to cook any longer. So once this is gonna come up to pressure, and then we're gonna do a slow release for 15 minutes. Now the slow release just means that once you get your 10 minutes up, you're gonna start getting that your time is gonna go down minus. So that's when we're gonna do that 15 minutes, and then we'll see if we have any more pressure in there. If it is, we'll release it. If not, then we will go ahead and open it, and our chili should be done. So this is an instant chili that should be ready in 10 minutes plus 15, that's 25. Plus, when the time to bring the pressure cooker to temperature is going to take a while. So between 35 to 40 minutes, you can have a whole meal ready. This is an amazing meal. So I'm going to let this finish up, and then we'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like. Pressure cooker is done. The pressure cooking is done. We are now doing the slow release, and I know I said 15 minutes, but I think I'm going to go with 10. And the reason, or 11, and the reason being that I am also going to reheat the chili for my family. So I am going to go ahead and turn this off, and then I'm going to turn on the venting, so then the extra pressure comes out. So there we have it. The pressure valve has dropped. Now we're safe to open it. And my kids could tell that I was making chili, so it smells like chili even before I opened that. So okay, I'm gonna give this a stir. All right, it's perfect. I was just really worried that I didn't want to overcook the beans. That's why I stopped it at slow release at 11. I was going to do it at 10, but I think I made the right choice, because I think if I would have waited, I would have had the beans would have broken down. So that's perfect. Now I know I like the color. I know my kids will not like the color. They want it darker. So I am going to add a little bit of paprika in there, but I'm quickly going to give it a try just to make sure that all my spices, as far as the salt, the lemon pepper, the cumin, the chili powder, everything is perfect. Everything's perfect. The salt is fine. Everything's great. But I'm just going to add a little bit of paprika in here just to make the color a little bit darker. All right. So Now, if you wanted the color even darker than this, what we could do, or what you could do, is add a little bit of tomato paste in there before you close it. So that will also change the color, and it'll give a taste, a much deeper taste to the chili. So that's perfect. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and show you how I'm going to be serving this. Okay. I'm going to move the thing out of the way here. This is gonna get topped with cheese. And then I personally love to have it with a dollop of sour cream, and that's completely up to you. I think that looks amazing. The Instant Pot chili came out amazing. You don't have to own an Instant Pot to make this. I have a video if you would like to watch. That's my award-winning chili recipe. That's just a traditional way to make chili. But I just tried a little bit of it just to get the taste, but I haven't had any of the cheese, any of the sour cream, any of the beans. So I'm just dying to just get into this. All right, now I know it's gonna be pretty hot. This is so good. Wow. The beans, although they were canned beans, it softened up even more, so they're just like melt in the mouth. And then the added cheese and the sour cream is giving it, oh, yum. I'm super excited for dinner today. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Raihana's Cuisines. Hope you can join me here next time with another great video. If you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And if you have subscribed, thank you. Welcome to my YouTube family. I honestly really love all of you. And if you haven't subscribed and you liked this video, go ahead and subscribe. I have over 750 videos on YouTube, and I'm posting more on Wednesdays and more on Fridays. So go ahead and try it out and share my videos. Share. I would love for you all to help me reach 100,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. I will see you here next time with another great video.